Is your furry friend ready to face the spookiest night of the year? Don't let the tricks and treats turn into a nightmare for your furry companion. Check out these couple of tips to ensure a howling good time for you and your fur babies this Halloween. By the way, I'm Kaitlyn Meck. I'm a Tampa area native, and I love helping you and your fur babies find the homes of your dreams. Check out these awesome tips to keep you both safe this Halloween. The first tip might be kind of obvious, but it's always something I want to share anyways, just because sometimes you may never know. But don't share candy with your pets. Most candy is not okay for our pets, period. So these are some of the following things that are oftentimes in Halloween candy that may be dangerous for your pets: chocolate, raisins, caramel, hard candy and candy corn, loose candy wrappers, and gum. That's a new thing actually with gum, is some of them are made with xylitol instead of actual sugar, and xylitol is terrible, could be fatal for your pets. So let's make sure to just keep all of the Halloween candy away from them. Obviously, if you've got kids, make sure to say something to your kids about keeping candy away from the pets. I mean, sometimes they might be okay, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Next up, we have smart and safe decorations. Make sure for your decorations inside to see if you can find ones with batteries instead of extension cords that puppies, kitties, doggies, whoever may find and chew on, or something along those lines. As well as make sure if you've got a candle, make sure to find maybe a fake candle rather than a candle with a real flame, or just making sure that those are safe as well. Make sure to keep all small decorations and like choking hazards away, obviously, from your pets and in places that your pets can't get to them. And make sure to pass on fog machines, or just keep them away from your pets and not indoors near your pets. And if you have a more anxious pet, maybe try not having decorations that either make noise, make movement, or emit smoke, or have flashing lights or something like that, as it could make your pet more nervous. The next one, if you're like me, you might like to dress up your pets. And the only thing with this one is just to make sure that it's safe and comfortable for your pet. So your pet's costume should fit comfortably without restricting movement. You should be able to fit 2 fingers under the costume around their body, at their throat and chest, and at the leg holes, to make sure that it doesn't cause any undue stress from being a little too uncomfortable. Fun tidbit: some of the most popular Halloween animal costumes are a pumpkin, a hot dog, a bat, a bumblebee, and a witch. How cute are those? Those are some great ideas to get started with on finding your pet's costume. So another big one, especially leading up to Halloween, and if you've got to walk your pet during the Halloween night, is make sure to use reflective collars and tags before or during nighttime walks. As it is starting to get dark earlier and earlier, your pet's nighttime walk might be during dusk, or when it's dark and everything. And we just want to make sure that we can see them, obviously. Increased visibility for your pets is essential, and especially if you're taking your pet out on a trick-or-treat adventure. You can always be real creative about it and add reflective or lights to the pet's costume so that it's not like a weird thing, next to the costume or whatever. You could always get creative again and just add it to the costume, or just make sure you've got something on their collar or leash or whatever the case may be. Another point I did want to mention as well is, if you are staying home and just giving out candy and have the trick-or-treaters coming to your door, make sure all pets that could escape, or could be likely to escape, are put away, or just made sure that they're grabbed and held, or somehow away from the door when you're answering the door to the trick-or-treaters. And especially if you have more anxious pets, make sure that maybe they are in another room or something along those lines, especially if people are coming up, trick-or-treaters in masks or something along those lines, If they're anything like my Albert, they might be a little weirded out by people in masks and people in full costumes and everything. So better to be safe than sorry and make them more anxious, or, if they might try to escape if they get anxious and see these strange things coming up to the door. Another great point is to make sure that you have your pet's microchip scanned and know the information, and make sure your information is up to date in case there is a problem, whether they run off or, get lost during Halloween or whatever the case may be. Just make sure that you have the information, up to date and are ready to answer the phone or whatever the case may be if somebody were to find your animal. Also, if you happen to find a lost animal, you can always buy a microchip scanner to scan for a microchip to try to find their owner, or always take it to a veterinarian or some kind of pet care professional who may have a microchip scanner. I think most vets do, if not all, and some pet care providers, such as Professional Pets, do have microchip scanners as well. That just puts you one step quicker to finding a lost pet's people. Make sure to subscribe to this channel for everything Tampa for you and your fur babies, and check out this playlist here for all kinds of great places to explore with your fur babies or without.